UX questions. Your user experience questions answered in 3 minutes or less.
Rita from St. Louis, Missouri asks, what are some good UX principles? I love that question. Thanks for asking, Rita. This is UX question number 64, and I'm Ben Judy. What are some good UX principles? Well, a simple web search will yield countless articles with lists of user experience principles. Some are broader in nature, and some are more specific. An example of a very broad list of UX principles is from Peter Morville, who years ago published The User Experience Honeycomb. These are 7 high-level categories of UX concerns. Peter says a good experience must be useful, usable, desirable, valuable, findable, credible, and accessible. That's a really good starting point for evaluating UX design. Now, even more basic, Bill Scott popularized the phrase, looks good, works well. I can't think of a more compact set of UX principles than that. Does your design look good? Does it work well? If so, it's probably a good user experience. There are more specific and contextually relevant lists of UX principles. One that I've found useful is 8 Design Guidelines for Complex Applications by Kate Kaplan at Nielsen Norman Group. These principles support the needs of highly trained users in specialized domains. Principles include coordinate transition among multiple tools and workspaces, and help users track actions and thought processes. Now, these are more likely to be applicable to designing B2B applications. Go back to episode 41, where I explored the differences between B2B and B2C. As I said back in episode 26, what is a good UX design process? Principles matter more than process. As designers, we often focus a lot on process frameworks. What are the steps to take in executing a UX design project? But I strongly believe that process is a means to an end. A good process will empower you to apply good principles and guidelines. If the way you are doing design gets in the way of applying good design principles, abandon that process. I think it's very important to become familiar with general UX principles, like Jakob Nielsen's 10 usability heuristics. I also find it helpful to establish a set of UX principles for each product or design project. You'll often have a specific set of user needs or design goals, and writing down a narrow set of principles can help keep you and your team focused and unified in your approach to solution design. If you want to further explore UX principles, 2 good websites are designprinciplesftw.com and lawsofux.com. Links are in the description. These will both provide you with curated lists of UX principles that you can consider and apply. Keep asking your questions about UX. Next time, I'll answer the question, how can I design for diversity? This episode of UX Questions is sponsored by UX Strat. UX Strat is the premier event where you can interact with the world's best in design strategy and innovation. I attended the first UX Strat USA conference in 2013, and I immediately knew I had found my tribe. The depth of the case studies presented and the transparency in this community of professionals drew me in, and I can't wait to go back every year. At UX Strat, you'll learn things about design strategy and innovation that you won't hear anywhere else. You'll connect with amazing peers in UX strategy and related disciplines, and you'll leave inspired. UX Strat USA takes place in beautiful Boulder, Colorado on September 11th through 13th, 2023 at the classic Boulder Theater. It's the perfect setting to learn new skills, get inspired by the best of the best, and meet your experienced peers in a beautiful location. UX Strat offers a no-risk policy that allows simple ticket transfers if plans change before the event. I'll see you there. Buy your tickets now at uxstrat.com. I couldn't be happier to have UX Strat as a sponsor of UX Questions. Many thanks to UX Strat for your support. By the way, if you'd like to promote your event, your brand, your product, or yourself to the UX Questions audience in a sponsorship spot, just like this one for UX Strat, go to uxquestions.com and click on Sponsor for details. Hey, it's Ben Judy. Thanks for listening to another episode of UX Questions. If you'd like to hire me for a small consulting engagement, go to uxquestions.com/Ben, because that's my name, and you'll find all the details about what I can do for you and how to hire me. Now, I am a practicing UX professional with a full-time job that I love, but I'm also available on occasion for small consulting and mentoring engagements. I teach a variety of interactive workshops on different UX topics, the kinds of topics we talk about on this show. I do one-on-one and group mentoring. where you can receive customized personal advice and coaching for your UX career. I lead design critique sessions, in which I give you an expert review and tips to improve the user experience of your product or service. I do public speaking. I'd be delighted to come to your company or industry event and speak about user experience. Just go to uxquestions.com/Ben, read the details, fill out the short form, and I look forward to our collaboration.